All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How are you doing today?
Carlos, I am doing great. I noticed we changed our opening splash screen this morning, and I was thinking, oh my God, if we ever changed the music, I would be so lost. I wouldn't know what to do. I need that riff to get me, started this morning or every morning, or I just can't. I wouldn't even be able to trade.
Don't worry.
Wander
We're
around
not
like
going
a
to
lost
change the
child.
music.
Never change the music. There you go. Rev Free is voted. I agree. Yeah.
I think
now
we're
our
having
signature
uprising
It'll
if
be
we do
like,
that. Yeah,
it's like the opening of 60 Minutes or any of those news shows. It's like what people expect of us. So, all right. Anyways, Carlos, how was your evening? Did you do anything fun, special?
Not anything crazy, but I did do the onboarding class last night. We got a couple of really great members that joined yesterday, so that was a lot of fun. Other than that, quiet Monday evening, which is okay with me. Don't mind that at all. How about yourself?
Let's see. Right after the close, I went and played 4 hours of pickleball. Had to, just played for fun, and then we had a team practice as I'm a member of the club team. So I came home and was just exhausted, so tired I couldn't even eat dinner. I just went to bed. So
don't blame you. Don't blame you.
Long night. Lots of fun.
Absolutely. Question: who plays the music? You know what? If you look, the song is called "Fun Rocking Ad." Literally, that's what it's called, and it's made by, we got it off one of these copyright free websites, right? That's how I found it, and it's stuck ever since, right? So we love it. We love the track. But yeah, let's get to it. Here, friends, Gappers list this morning. We got a couple of things up and down today. But before we do that, Peter, I know yesterday U.S. economic data was very light, although we have good volatility.
Yes.
What does it look like today?
Well, it's not much heavier. The only thing we have today is home sales at 10 a.m., and that is not a big market mover. So once again, we're going to be waiting on the news to see if there is any news. Yesterday, we really didn't have any news, so not much happened, really. The markets were pretty quiet, pretty slow. I'm not saying nothing moved, but it wasn't a rip-roaring of a day. So today, expecting more of the same. Pretty quiet. It's summer. We got to remember that we are middle towards the end of July. It is prime vacation season. Volumes are going to be down. Usually things are moving a little less aggressively. So it's I think we got to look at our gappers list. We'll see what's moving. We'll just watch the markets as we tell you every day, right? Be careful. Just be patient. You will find opportunities. And if you don't let that panic you, right? There'll be another trade, whether it's this morning, this afternoon, tomorrow, or next week. There are more trades out there in the markets. Just wait for them. Don't rush anything. I traded yesterday was another one of those days for me where I traded. Literally, I had an open trade using my open strategy. I didn't see anything set up all day, and then I traded the close, and I had a green day. So I literally went 6 hours and 15 minutes between my first trade and my second trade. So I traded at 9:35 and then traded at 3:50 or 3:53, I think, actually. But anyways, you know what? Some days are like that. So let's say if we can better that today. Let's get some midday trades.
Yeah, absolutely. Friends, looking here at our gappers list, let's dive into that. Control A, Control X is going to clean up our watch list from yesterday, although I believe a lot of those are going to be coming back today, right? So starting with the first one on here, FEIM. This is up 37% right now, 379,000 shares traded, as you can see here. And at the moment, horrible daily, but I don't know what the news is on this one. It looks like a stock that I normally would not trade. It looks pretty bad.
No, it's a low float. I mean, we're talking 8.5 million shares in the float, so we got to be careful with that. Market cap of under 100 million. They had earnings after the close yesterday. They had a good quarter, but it doesn't. I mean, they did also announce a special dividend. I think that's the only reason we're seeing it here. They announced a $1 dividend, which is pretty big considering the stock closed at about $10. So that's a 10% premium on your shares from the close yesterday. So if you're holding it as of the close of business August 8th, you will get paid that 3 weeks later on August the 29th. So there you go. But yeah, not tradable.
All right. We'll leave that one alone, friends. Let's take a look at the next one on here. It's going to be Spot. So Spotify making the list today. They're up 13.8, 328,000 shares traded. So we got some good volume on this one this morning. Peter, obviously, was it earnings this morning?
This morning.
I don't
This
think it was
morning.
last night.
And I got to
Okay.
apologize.
Awesome.
I've still got these. I think there's something going on in my house that I'm fine when I leave the house, and then when I come back, I get all stuffed up, and it's like allergies. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to open the windows and air this place out. So maybe there's mold in the walls. Ugh. I don't know. Anyways, so if I'm stuffed up, I'm going to try not to snort in your faces because that is really just disgusting. But let's talk about stocks. Spotify had earnings this morning. Actually, sort of a mixed picture. They missed on revenue, beat on earnings, but overall, everybody's very bullish. They increased their prices, still increased their customer base. They upped their guidance. Like everything's looking pretty positive for Spotify. So yeah, it's going well. You can see them gapping up. Fair amount here this morning. Volume is expectedly light. Spotify is one of those that it'll get sort of almost good enough volume where you get really tempted to trade it. Just be aware that the spread on this one can be prohibitive. I mean, obviously the spread pre-market is not indicative of what happens. It's about 50 cents now, but it'll stay about 50 cents once the market opens. Sometimes it narrows right down, but be aware that it could be 50 cents to $1 at any point during the day. So yeah, it's a risky one if you want to trade it, but it often looks good. Like you can look at the chart and you're like, oh man, this is one I should have traded. I want to trade it, but if you actually start to watch it and watch the time and sales, personally, I find that it's not as smooth as it sort of looks on the chart. So that's my assessment of Spotify.
Yeah, spot on. We'll move on to the next one here. I'm going to add it to my secondary list.
Good pun. I like it.
I didn't mean it, but when I saw it, like, oh, that could go very well. It could be
there you go. Well
nice
done.
There you go.
Almost a dad joke.
There it is.
We'll give you some credit for that.
Very close. Very close. I'm always getting my chips over here. All right. GM this morning also on the list. Again, one that doesn't trade very well. It is up 3.4, 636,000 shares traded. If there's any day they're going to trade well, it will be today. So they're up here, Peter. I'm not sure if it's earnings. I didn't hear about this one, but they're making some noise this morning.
Yeah, GM earnings again this morning. So we have quite a number that had earnings this morning. Some are on our list, some aren't, and I'll mention those two, or at least the ones I think are relevant. A good quarter for General Motors. They beat their numbers top and bottom line, and we can see them gapping up. Now, this is the one that does get volume, but their price action, you tend to be trading pennies on this one. The range on General Motors is relatively low. The spread is not so much of an issue on this one. It's more how much it's actually going to move. So you sort of have to trade it pretty tight to make a trade profitable. They said they beat the expectations and announced that they're going to be restructuring some of their business units, which is good, investing a little bit more in EVs, which is what the market wants to hear, and they are creating some new partnerships. So all in all, it was a pretty good quarter for them, and the analysts seem to like what they're hearing out of General Motors. So it's sort of a maybe. It goes on the list. I think we'll find better stuff, but I might just keep an eye on it just in case.
Yeah, sounds good to me as well. I might put it here in a secondary again. We normally don't watch this one, but we'll see what comes out of it. All right, a few more down the list here. PNR this morning. This doesn't look. I'm not sure why this is on the list. Doesn't look good at all. Is it even gapping up? I'm not even showing up 6.25. I don't even see that on DAS.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I'm just gonna. Yeah.
They had earnings. That's, I guess, why they're here. I've never heard of this company. This is a company called Pentair. I don't think it's ever been on our list, a specialty industrial machinery company out of the UK. Not something that normally hits our list. Anyways, they had earnings and they beat, let's see, They missed their revenue beat on earnings. No, I think we just move on.
Yeah, I agree. Moving on. Let's go to the next one. SERV today. This looks much better. Up 5.1, 5.5 million shares traded this morning. So Serve Robotics, and it has moved up pretty well before in the past. So getting a third day play here, Peter, on off some news.
Yeah. If you guys remember, we did mention this one the other day or yesterday, as it was sort of brought to light that Nvidia had invested in them. Again, that wasn't really news. What was news is they had increased their investment by buying another million shares. They're now a significant shareholder of Serve Robotics. I think that it wasn't really that fun to play yesterday. It's probably not going to be any more fun to play today. So watch it if you will, but I probably won't be.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the way this moves. We'll move down to the next one. Is going to be Snap. And then Snap this morning, we are up 2.8, 439,000 shares traded. I never like the way this stock trades. Even when it has volume, when it has news, it can be very, very choppy. Out of 100 days, I think maybe one or two are good. So with those odds, I just watch something else. I really do. So, Peter, what's the latest and greatest on Snap?
They just had an upgrade. Morgan Stanley, who's fairly influential, upgraded them with a target price of $16. Doesn't feel that adventurous because that's in the trading range that they've been in. So, all right. Yeah, that's not tradable news.
Yeah. Yep. I don't see it anything good here. So we'll skip on that one. And that covers our gap up. So not a whole lot coming out of there. Just two possibles. We might move Spotify up. I mean, it is up 14%. It is a tough, difficult stock to trade. But if we have space to watch, I don't mind having it on my main list and seeing how that moves today, right? So it is in play, obviously. Again, I just wish it would trade much better, much cleaner, especially on that time and sales. Let's take a look at what's gapping down. Actually, before I do that, Peter, do you have anything that's gapping up that maybe did not make this list?
Yeah, I have a bunch more earnings that are just gapping up slightly. Most of these are NYSE stocks that don't trade big volume pre-market, so we'll go through them fairly quickly just so you're aware of them. General Electric, GE, had earnings. Remember, this is the post-split company because they've split it up. Anyways, the remaining bits that are still called GE are out there in trading, and they beat their numbers and are gapping up again, low volume so far this morning. Coca-Cola, another in that same type of bucket, not trading a lot of volume, but had earnings, beat their numbers, a good quarter for Coke. People are still buying sugar water. So, and if you're an avid Coke drinker, then good on you. You're helping them uh, maintain their forecast. Actually, they even raised their guidance. So keep on chugging that sugar water. I'll leave it to you, man. I don't touch the stuff. And Lockheed Martin is the last one from earnings that I was tracking. LMT, Lockheed Martin. They've been doing pretty well over the last little while with, frankly, all the strife in the world. They've been building war machines more than ever before. Demand has been good, so they beat their numbers, had a great quarter, and announcing a couple of big orders, more fighter jets. They're selling radar systems. They're selling missile systems. They're, love it or hate it, business is good for Lockheed Martin these days. So
Yeah.
that's what I
A
had.
few of those that you can watch on there. Again, they're not usually great intraday stocks, so we usually don't dive into them too much. But if you're interested in those, you can take a look at them. Leading the gap down list this morning is UPS. Wow. First time I'm seeing this today, down 10% right now, 420,000 shares traded. But didn't FedEx do well? FedEx did well when they had their earnings. I'm just going to go check. What is it? FDX? They did.
No, they
Their
didn't.
earnings. Oh, they gapped up pretty big end of June. So they did well. So UPS not having luck here. Okay. Run us through it.
I thought they were. I thought they were
No,
down.
you FedEx did very good because I remember trading that. Did
FedEx did
very
good.
well on that
Okay,
day.
all right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. They were up there. So it seemed to me I remember that they had some bad news. Maybe I'm just thinking because it was the bad news over the weekend where they were affected by that IT outage. But so many people were.
Yeah.
It's almost not doesn't mean much. Anyways, UPS, yes, they were the last one on my list to have earnings, and you're right, they're gapping down big this morning. Didn't have a terrible quarter, to be honest. I mean, they did miss on revenue slightly, but they beat on bottom line. and they saw that they said volume has grown in the U.S. for the first time in 2 years since 2022. So so it's not that bad. There's some concern over the industrial freight volumes, so business to business volumes have been down in the US over the last 18 months. And UPS's earnings didn't really do anything to alleviate that, as a lot of their growth or their earnings was due to retail volumes. So they've also warned a little bit, well, or at least advised, that labor costs have been increasing. Not a surprise. Not a surprise on that. So, yeah, it's sort of a mixed picture in UPS. The market seems to be overly punishing them, considering the news, but it feels like it's in play. I didn't even look. What's the
Yeah, I
volume
like
so
it.
far this morning?
Four hundred
Yeah, see, not
61,000.
not super high, but again, it is a NYSE stock, which means the volume doesn't always tell the tale early on, like
Yeah.
before the opening bell rings. So this is one I probably will watch, just because it's gapping down so harshly. I want to see what happens. Does it rebound or does it continue? Might be a good opening play for me. So right at this moment, it's one of the ones that I'll be watching on my list.
Yeah, I love this pre-market action. I'm going to add it here as well. So UPS, first one on here, down 10% this morning on some negative news there. So that's good. AROC. This is down 4.3, but not looking anywhere good as even UPS. So this looks horrible right now. Pretty choppy. Daily looks messy. Very light volume. I think some of these days are under a million shares traded. Or just under.
Archer.
Yeah, so I'm not interested in this, Peter. I'm going to skip right on unless you have something to share with this.
Not really secondary offerings, so yeah, we can move on.
Uh,
And in a segment I don't like,
Garbage.
it's a oil and mining machinery company. So
Yeah, pure garbage. Okay, let's look at the next one on here. Is the ticker that has 5 letters here. CMCSA. This is
oh,
Comcast. So
Comcast.
yeah, we are
Yeah.
down 4.4 this morning. 219,000 shares traded. So not looking so hot for them. What's driving them down today, Peter?
Well, they had earnings after the close. No, they had earnings this morning, I think. Actually, it wasn't on my list. I got to check this out. Why? Oh,
Yeah.
it was this morning. Look at that. And it looks like they just slightly missed on revenue, but beat bottom line. They did announce their dividend. They always like to pay their dividends, which is good. I think really people are concerned about them missing their sales targets. So their dividend, if any, for anybody that's a holder, is 31 cents a share. That is not paid for a little while, frankly. You have to own the stock as of October 2nd, and it will, once again, will get paid just over 3 weeks later on October 23rd. So that's a ways away, that dividend. But I think people are concerned, as I said, about their top line revenue, which is what they missed. Again, feels like a little bit of an overreaction. Comcast, I was trying to say CMCSA. CMCSA. It's an iffy one. Like it and QCOM go into the same bucket for me, because they tend to trade the same way, where every once in a while they'll have this great volume and you look at it like, man, I missed it. But most of the time you're wasting your time watching it. So which day will be today? Odds are it's going to be one you're spending non-valuable time watching, but you never know.
Yeah, yeah. You never know on this one. So I don't know if I even want to add this as a secondary, but
I know it's sort of
um,
iffy, eh? Like,
I'm on the fence. We'll put it on here, and it might not survive that. We'll see what takes place. All right, Bitcoin. See, Clean Spark, Mara, Riot, all on deck this morning. A lot going on in this Bitcoin thing. I saw something on the SEC. I guess getting past some of the regulations they wanna that benefits Bitcoin. Peter, I'm not sure if you saw that. I know Coinbase got a huge upgrade from Citigroup, from like 130 something to like 300. So I don't know what's going on, but these guys are obviously seeing some positive news, and I see, but I see them all down this morning. I see Mara down, Riot down, and Clean Spark down. So very confusing. I thought it was positive news, but they're down. So I'm not sure how to make of that. So anything on the Bitcoin side, Peter?
there was some sort of weird news that I think maybe people were misconstruing. There was uh, there was a story about the U.S. government moving some Bitcoin around or transferring Bitcoin, and which seems odd that the U.S. government owns Bitcoin, but they don't really. Well, they do. They have a number. The U.S. government actually has quite a sizable investment in, well, not investment, position, maybe I should say, in Bitcoin, largely from seized assets. So in this case, there was funds seized in 3 years ago from a conviction in 2018 from a guy named Ryan Fares, who anyways was selling Xanax pills on the dark web, and he was getting paid in Bitcoin. So they seized about $4 million worth of Bitcoin off of this guy, and they, the government does not really want to own Bitcoin, but the wheels of government churn slowly. So while the court case closed in 2018 and they seized the assets 3 years ago, they're just now getting around to actually selling it. So is that the news that's moving it? I don't know. Bitcoin is down a little bit, not really that much, frankly. It's sitting at 66,500 this morning when it was up as high as 68,000 in the earlier trading. But it's just it's one of these news articles that I feel like it got more coverage than it needed, because it's just
Hmm.
it's a government seizure of assets, right? And they're not looking to own these assets. It's like when they start selling luxury yachts and stuff, it's all seized assets. They're just getting rid of them. So anyways, it's I've just found that
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
amusing story out there, because I didn't see anything else, right? Bitcoin did get a pump after the political news over the weekend when Biden dropped out of the race. We're now seeing it slide over the last couple of days. So is it sort of giving back some of those gains? It's still got a little ways to go, because it came from 64 all the way up to almost 69,000. So it's in the range. I don't think Bitcoin's going to be heavily in play today. It didn't show any signs yesterday that it was, moving with any authority, and overnight it didn't do much of interest. So I think, Carlos, we probably are better off watching other things today.
Yeah, yeah,
Probably.
I agree with that. The only one I do like is Coin. I know Coin has been trading very well. I'm going to put on a secondary just in case, but the rest they're all down. I don't see anything good happening there. All right, and then last but not least is going to be actually two more. DJT is on here, and also Disney just made his way into our list this morning. So DJT again, I don't trade this one. I think it trades horrible when it comes to intraday trading. So I usually just stay away from it. I don't see anything different than what I'm seeing over the last couple of days on this one. So very choppy. Be careful if you do like the way this one trades. I don't like the lack of volume. There's some days where you get tons of volume, and then other days you just get nothing. So just be mindful of that. Anything to
Yeah.
share on this one, Peter?
It's sort of indirect news. So I, the only news I find that really affects it is the fact that within the 24 hours after Biden announcing that he's out of the race, and the assumption, of course, that Kamala Harris is going to be taking the role, she's actually raised, or her campaign team has raised, a record $81 million in the 24-hour period since the announcement. So that I think has got, those. DJT, of course, is sort of the signature Trump stock, and as his political opponents fortunes rise marginally, DJT can take a hit. So I really think that's all that's happening here. It's probably not that meaningful, to be honest. I mean, look at the day movement. It's done surprisingly little since the weekend announcement. Like, it really hasn't moved all that much. So probably just chance that it's on our list. I mean, what's it trading in volume right now? Probably not that much. I haven't looked here. Yeah, 400,000 shares. I don't. Again, once again, we're waiting for that next big tweet or announcement, right? When that happens, DJT, baby, it's going to be in play, and you might be able to have some fun with it. Until that happens, it's probably going to be very boring.
Yeah. Let's take a look at Disney here. Disney this morning taking a nice drop. I mean, if you look at the big picture, they've been not doing so hot, right? They've just been on a highway to hell ever since April. Hit 121, and since then they have not been able to find any kind of support here. So now making a new low, down 2%, 249,000 shares traded. Man, this stock is just continues to bleed, Peter. What's going on today now?
Well, apparently now is the time to visit a Disney park. If you've been waiting, should look at booking, because the news broke that Disney over the last little while has seen fallen attendance at their theme parks, and they've been quietly slashing the cost of the entrance tickets and the hotels on site. So I want to look into that if that's something that you're looking to do. I haven't been to Disney in decades, well, at least a decade and a half, and I have no plans to go back. Maybe when I get grandkids, so I'm at least a decade away from that happening again. But for all of you Disney files, Disney heads, whatever, I don't know what you mouse Coutiers. Anyways, if you want to visit a Disney park, they're cutting their costs, and obviously, from a stock price perspective, that doesn't make shareholders happy. So we're seeing the stock gap down a little bit. Will this make it tradable? I don't know. I mean, Disney actually has reasonable volume. It can move okay. I haven't watched it in a while, so I don't know what it's been doing more recently. If I look at price action yesterday, it looks pretty ho hum. So I don't think I don't think it's going to do anything awesome. But yeah, it made our list anyways, even if just barely.
Yeah, it did. I like the way it's moving today. I'm gonna add this onto our list. I like Disney right now, down 2.3 on some negative news and volume starting to creep in here. Again, on these nicey stocks, reminder guys, you're not gonna see crazy volume on them, right? They tend to be a little bit lighter volume, unlike the New York stock, the Nasdaq stocks would tend to get tons of volume, but they can still be in place. So be mindful of that. So 266 for Disney this early this at this time. That's actually pretty good. 560 for UPS. It's actually really good. These stocks don't trade a whole lot of volume, but I do like the way they're moving this morning. All right, that covers our gap up and gap down list. Peter, on the gap down side of things, any earnings that we need to know about?
We talked about UPS already off the top. The only other one that I had, which I was surprised to see it moving down. Oh, it's up now, but it's on so little volume. Philip Morris, I was going to mention. It's got such low volume, you can't judge anything from it. PM is the ticker for Philip Morris. They sort of had a mixed picture. They missed on revenue. The numbers are a little weird. They basically met their earnings. They actually did raise their guidance. It's another one that it can be tough, right? Because they don't always get the good volume. We are in earnings season, so there's a whole bunch of stuff out there that you could look at. FCX, Freeport McMoran, again, mining, so we don't tend to look at them too much, is gapping. What else have I got on my list? Sherwin-Williams, the paint company, SHW, Kimberly-Clark. I'm just going down the list here. There's a bunch of them. You can find them all in tradingterminal.com. They're there on the list, but again, none of these tend to be tradable. Like we talked about earlier or yesterday, the day or the week will get more and more exciting on earnings because we got a lot more coming over the course of the week. So with some coming after the close today that we can wait for. So if you want to get ahead, some people like to trade things ahead of the earnings announcement. We've got IBM and ServiceNow coming after the close. KLAC, which sometimes trades, and then tomorrow. That's for tomorrow. No, wait, is that? What is today? Tuesday. I don't even know what day. That's tomorrow. Tonight. Sorry, what I was looking at was Google, Tesla, Visa, Texas Instruments, all reporting after the close today. So.
I think we lost Peter. He was a good man. He was a good man. All right. Are we good? Are we still on? Looks like we are. Or did we lose entire connection? No, we're on. Okay. All right. We'll wait to see if Peter comes back, guys. He was a good man. We'll wait to see if he's still around. All right. Let's take a look, guys, at what you guys like this morning. We're starting our chat room here. R.I.P. Peter. Yes. Did he say anything bad? He didn't say anything bad that was questionable, right? He didn't talk about Boeing because usually disappear if you talk about Boeing, and he didn't. He just talked about Disney. Maybe Disney is not a company you want to talk bad about. All right. All right. Let's hop into the chat here, see what's going on. Don't mess with the mouse, man. He did start making fun of the mouse there. That's not a good idea. As you can see here. All right, let's take Jonathan says, yep, that's what ended up happening to you. All right, let's start in chat, guys. I did see CrowdStrike being mentioned. I like CrowdStrike. I think, man, this stock is going to be in play for a long time. These guys have made a mess. Like, you don't realize how big of the mess is. If you have not been impacted, they have made a huge mess. And I just wonder, are these companies going to go back to them to try to get some money back? Because they have cost company, if not thousands, millions of dollars, especially airlines, because the margins of the airlines are so tight. You have errors on these things, you're gonna pay the big price. So CrowdStrike bouncing back a little bit here. Question in chat was, do you think they're gonna find a bottom? No, I don't think the bottom is here yet. And if it is, it's gonna take a long time for them to bounce back right now. CRWD. So I like them. I'm gonna be watching them here. I believe there's a little bit more downside coming. But again, we'll watch the price action and see how it goes. So they're getting attention and all for the wrong reasons, as you can see there. So I'm definitely going to be watching them. Great short yesterday, and we'll see if there's more weakness coming out of it. Loss will probably coming for CRWD. Ben, yeah, I mean, if I mean, people can make errors, right? But my question is, if you're going to upgrade something, why send it out to the masses? Why not try a couple of computers first? A couple of maybe a couple of small companies. Why mess with airlines? Don't send airlines unless you thoroughly tested something. Don't send to airlines. Don't do that. That's the problem. Yeah, Delta's still a mess. Yeah, yeah, Delta's a mess. I gotta tell you, my parents got stuck, canceled a couple of times, and they finally were able to make it out to West Palm Beach, but it's been horrible. All right, let's take a look here. CRWD is good. What else, friends? What else do we have here? Yeah, David, you would think people in the IT world would know to do that. But you know what happens, right? It always goes well, never goes wrong. So you just don't even think about, oh, we do this, 20 times a month and nothing ever happens. And the one time it does, you create a massive issue for people. Tough, we did look at Riot this morning. We looked at Riot, we looked at Clean Spark, we looked at all these Bitcoin type plays. Coin is the one I like, and they got an upgrade, big upgrade from Citigroup. Somebody can pull the numbers. I don't have them in front of me, but they got a nice upgrade from Citigroup to like 300 and something. And part of it is because SEC, they passed the ETF that includes BlackRock, some of the big names that are holding Bitcoin, and Coinbase has like seven of the nine that got approved on their list. So that obviously is good news for them, since they have that in their portfolio. But I do like Coinbase here this morning. It should be fun to watch. We'll see if that can play out in any positive way for them. Let's take a look at some of our usual suspects. We have NVIDIA, which is also a great one here. So NVIDIA, someone check on Peter, make sure he's okay. If he hasn't texted yet. So if somebody can text one of the moderators, make sure he's all right. Here's NVIDIA, guys. NVIDIA, it is pretty much flat at the moment. Not much going on, but you got the volume, 4.4 million shares trade. So I think it's going to be fun to watch. And I'll show you, I looked at Tesla very early on this morning, and I did like the way Tesla looked on the daily. So if you see the daily here, you can see the nice little consolidation we're getting, and we're kind of pushing up against the recent resistance. So I do like the daily setup on this one. I like the volume. I definitely want to watch this one today. So I'm going to add Tesla on my list as well. So the last two usual suspects, but then we have UPS, Disney, CrowdStrike. I think are going to be interesting to watch this morning if anything else does not come up on our list. What else, friends? What else we have here? Tesla, GE. I don't like GE, so I'm not going to add it to my list, but they are in play today. But I'm not a big fan of the way the price action does work. Over on YouTube, we did look at Rise, so excellent. And I think we are pretty much set. All right. I think we got Peter on a very tight screen here. Peter, are you
Um,
alive? Are you well? How you doing, my friend?
I'm on my phone. I lost both my primary and backup internet connections. I don't know when I lost you guys, but I was busy talking to myself, and I'm like, oh, look at my platform went down, and then I realized everything was down. I don't like that's very
Mm.
rare. I don't know if we've got some sort of big Wi-Fi or internet outage
Is
going on,
your
but I
is your internet
right?
service provider Comcast? If it is, I think you did say something bad about
No.
them.
No, I don't
Yeah.
have them here, but I've got two. Like you can, let's see. I don't even know how this works on this app. Can I even reverse my camera? Probably not. But I've got two little internet boxes you might be able to see here. Anyways,
Yeah, I see that.
and I got two going right. I got two high speed internet. Both are down, out, dead, nothing going on.
Wow.
So I'm here on my cell phone, just
Yeah, man. Thankfully, this
hanging in.
happened before you started trading, and not in a position, right? So that's good.
Yeah, no
That
kidding.
you're not in that situation. This reminds you guys. This is why you have to set up these. I know some people don't like to do the max loss, but you have to set that up, and not only just to, even if you're a disciplined trader, like you, Mister, you never go past your stop loss. That's fine. but set up the max loss just for things like this. If you're trading and for some reason you lose all connection, if you have a max loss set up, with your platform or your broker, you can only lose up to so much in case something like this happens. So it's a very good practice to do that. Peter, show us the grass. Now that you're out there, show us the
Well,
grass
see,
where your neighbor's not cutting it.
that's why I thought I'd come out here, because I'm always talking about get off my lawn. Here we go. I'm on the lawn. There, we're just lying down on the lawn, having a little fun.
Absolutely.
So
Somebody's
there
got
you
to
go.
screenshot this thing so we can make GIFs later. Somebody's got to screenshot it. Let's make sure we get the GIFs going on this
There we
thing.
go.
All right. Excellent. Friends, let's get to our community events and announcements, and then we'll get to doing some levels here. You can always check this out, guys, at bearable.com/webinar over on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up. We really appreciate it. We'd love to get to our early goal. Our pre-market goal is 300, right? Then we go into the live open. We need more, obviously, but we have 365 viewers right now. We'd love to get to our goal of 300. Help us get there. Really appreciate it. If you are enjoying the show, obviously, and getting something out of it, we really appreciate that. All right, Peter, it is Tuesday, and we got a guest, Joe Wilson, today.
Indeed, and let's see how we could do this, because again, I'm doing this on a phone, so what the heck. Let's go in the backyard and do it, just because we want to have some fun. Yes, we have Joe Wilson coming out tonight for a great session. First time presenter for us, and we're looking forward to that. It's going to be 8 o'clock in the webinar room for all our elite members. He's going to talk about how you can create consistency in your trading. So that's going on tonight. And then next week, we're going to have Brent, who's going to be with us talking about options. So did we reverse those? I thought they were in the other order. But anyways, that's not next week. That's Thursday. I remember this. We talked about this yesterday. We got 2 going on this week, right? We've got Tuesday and Thursday, and if I remember, Mike did confirm that those are correct. Now, this is an earlier time, 7 o'clock, though, on Thursday. So you can put those in your calendar and hopefully have good internet connection so you can attend. If you want information on the markets, you know where we're going to send you. tradingterminal.com. And if you didn't know I was going to say that, then you haven't been paying attention. It's the place to go for all your needs as long as your internet is working. Go there and you can get the scanners, you can get our simulator or the replay mode. There's an academy of courses which are fantastic. If you haven't checked it out, check out what's in the academy. There's some great material in there, so it's well worth taking the time. And right now we still have our 50% off deal, all the courses. So if you're thinking about taking one of those areas of study, now's the time to do it, because you can get it half price. We hope that you will join us here at Bearable Traders, by the way. We love new members and we love people joining us. Hey, look at that. See them hanging out in the backyard. There's my neighbor's pool. There's my wife's garden. Anyways, check it out. And we would love to have you as part of the Bearable Trading community. Not only can you join us on YouTube, but you can live trade with us all day, because we do this as long as the markets are open and then into earnings when there's the opportunity. So we'll probably be staying late a couple of days this week as we're looking at earnings. We got a number of membership options for you, from the intro offer right through the elite annual. So check them out. They're great deals. The intro just gives you sort of a taste of the community. You can see if it's the place for you. I mean, really, you can't lose at that price, $39. I mean, it's worth checking out to see if it's worthwhile. And if you love it, then you can come in for the basic or elite monthly or the elite annual. So hopefully we'll see you in the room sometime soon. So hopefully I'll see me in the room sometime soon, because I'm like all thrown off by my internet being down. Like, the whole reason why I pay for 2 high-speed internet connections is so that this doesn't happen. And yet, here's happening.
And yeah, here you are. Yeah.
And welcome to suburban.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, hopefully things can get going for you. All right, friends over on YouTube, we're sitting at 180 likes. We'd love 300. If you do 300, Peter's gonna jump in that pool behind him, but we got to get 300 likes for that to happen. And so let's make that happen. I have to
leap the fence and get into the neighbor's yard.
I would love to see that. Set up the stand on the camera somewhere. I would love to see that happen. All right, let's get to it, guys. So here's our list right now. UPS, Disney, CrowdStrike, NVIDIA, and Tesla, all looking pretty decent this morning. Some better than others. Like, I like CrowdStrike. Look at the bounce we're getting here, up 2%, 800,000 shares traded. I think the stock is going to be in play for days to come. And yeah, I think we have a good lineup this morning, and a lot of it's not even covering some of our usual suspects like Google, who's doing earnings today, Apple, AMD, some of the stuff that I know other moderators will be watching, and hopefully they can call out and we can take advantage of. So let's set up levels here. We start with a UPS. UPS high of the pre-market this morning. We're sitting at 148. 147.99 actually. The low of the pre-market sitting at 129.04. So we slammed two levels there. As we go to the left, there's a big range. If you look at it, it covers a bunch of days that we have in here. Right? So look at all these days being covered by this range. We're going to pick some areas where I see a lot of support and resistance. 133.91 is a real good one here. We're going to mark that down. And 138.23, right? Both of these are within the high and low of the pre-market right now, but I think they're both worth noting down because we have so much support and resistance there as well. And you can see how this plays out. I mean, go back to October. Look at this area here, 134.03. An area we had a lot of support that, going back to October. Same thing here, 138.23. Go back to October. That's an area of resistance. Also an area of support as well back in February. So these levels are important. Definitely mark them down so you can have them. This is 52-week low for UPS. I was scrolling to the left trying to find the low point here below the pre-market, but we haven't been down here in a very long time, guys. 2020 was the last time we were at 129. So UPS has not been doing all that fun. So that 52-week low can create a lot of volatility as well. So let's look forward to that. 124.16 is the next level I have. We're right in the middle of this gap up that we had back in 2020. So there's some levels for you towards the downside on UPS. Again, that 52-week low just makes it even more interesting as far as getting more volatility and movement there. Taking a look here at Disney this morning. I'm going to remove some of these older levels. Disney right now continues to leak off. I'm going to mark down the low of the pre-market now at 91.51. Let's see if that can hold towards the top. Your cover highs and lows for the last two trading days. You're doing good there. Everybody, please hit the like button. They really want you in this pool, man. 91.51. Here's the low of the pre-market. Towards the bottom. Towards the bottom, we're going back to November, December timeframe. And as I can see here, 88.80. So we'll mark that there. And then right over here at 87.05 towards the bottom. So there it is for Disney. Towards the top, we are covered, guys. Highs and lows doing an amazing job here. They got you all covered, plus the previous day close as well. So good job there on those levels. CrowdStrike, which again, another one of my favorite tickers for today here. 261.98 is the low. No. Yes, it is the low of the pre-market there. Just slightly above yesterday's low, right? So you see that right on there as well. And then above here, we do have the high of the pre-market trying to get to 270, actually 269.50 is the high of the pre-market there. And then above that, you do have the highs and lows for the last two trading days. I believe we went to the left some time ago. Let's do it again here back in December. It's the last time we were hanging around this area. 258 is a nice level. Plus, you have a couple here. I'm going to mark down 252, but also 256.05 is a really good one there. I think there might be some more weakness left, but not a whole lot, right? This is a big drop already. Went from hanging out at 380 down to 269, 261. So again, pretty big drop already. I don't know how much weakness is left on this, if any, but there's volatility and there's movement and there's volume, so that's good enough for us. Nvidia, its volume is crazy right now. 4.6 million shares traded at the moment. Low of the pre-market 121.80. The high of the pre-market 123.84. So we'll mark those two there. And then as we look to the left here, we're surrounded towards the bottom, especially highs and lows for the last two trading days. Previous day close. So towards the bottom, I don't look to add anything else. I got plenty of levels down there. If I look at the top now on the daily, look at this area, by the way. This area that we're battling right now, that is a big, big level for NVIDIA. I mean, we've been here hitting it as resistance, using it as support a couple of times, more resistance here. And again, we're testing that level one more time. So above that, I do have 126.63. And then right up here, we do have 130.64. So let's see what NVIDIA has in for us. I mean, it's been okay, but they do got the volume this morning. Just hoping that we can trade pretty decent here. Tesla, I like Tesla's daily, guys. Looks like it wants to get going. It's in the green, almost 1%. Was up 1% here. It has a kind of sold off from the pre-market highs this morning, but the volume is there, 2.4 million. So when you see that type of volume on Tesla is a lot of fun. We just need that volume to really pick a direction and not go sideways for us here. So let's hope that's the case, either up or down. We don't care as long as we just can get some movement out of this, some continuation. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. 258.51 towards the top is a good level there. Then we also have 265 and all the way up here 270. Right, that's the most recent highs we have here on Tesla. So there you have it, friends. UPS, Disney, CrowdStrike doing doing some stuff here. Nvidia, and we also have Tesla this morning. Looks like Peter was able to reboot everything and get everything going here. He is connected. Peter, let's go over what our moderators have this morning.
Indeed, I did manage to get back online here, so it looks like hopefully things are back to normal. I don't know what caused that outage, but it makes me nervous. Doesn't it make you nervous when your platforms go out? Because you're like, last thing you want is to be in the middle of the trade if that happens, right? But anyways, our moderators have got a number of things that they're watching so far this morning. Let's take a look at them. We're going to start with, Brent, we're going to have to figure out how to do this a little more in an organized fashion here. But let me start with in the order in which they've been posted, because that's what I got. Tesla, NVIDIA, and AMD for Thor. Thor is going to watch some of the usuals. All right. So Tesla, NVIDIA, and AMD. Mentioned these trading live with Peak Capital this morning. That's fantastic. So our Peak Capital Bootcamp is ongoing, and our traders there are actually doing some great stuff. We got some traders that are trading very well. So he's going to be trading live with them this morning. Moving on to Eamon. Eamon's going to be watching AMD for a potential long. Now, Eamon's got a different strategy, and he's always very structured. So just one ticker that, and it's, makes my heart sing to see that he's watching AMD. So, and if AMD goes long, fantastic. So let's hope it does for Eamon. Susan's going to be watching AMD, Carnival Cruise Lines, CCL, General Motors, and NVIDIA. So 4 on her primary watch list, with a secondary list of Tesla and Snapchat today. So those are what she's looking at. Pierre is going to be going with a list of Tesla, AMD, NVIDIA, CrowdStrike, and GM. We haven't talked a lot about CrowdStrike, but it's still moving. It's maybe it's going to start to recover from the down days it's had after their little boo-boo that caused some global turmoil, especially with travel and some other businesses. But anyways, we'll see what happens with Crowd today. That leads me to my list, because I'm also going to be watching Crowd as a secondary with Disney and GM. And my primary list is going to be AMD, Tesla, and NVIDIA. Mike is going to be just watching 2, keeping it tight with Tesla and NVIDIA. And Megan is going to keep it even tighter, just watching Coin this morning. We didn't talk about Coin. I did say I didn't love it, but she sees something in it, so she's going to be watching Coin. Who else? Paris. Paris is back, baby, and we love having him back. Can't wait to hear how he trades this morning with NVIDIA, Tesla, NXPI. That's a new one. That's semiconductor stock I haven't looked at in quite a while. General Motors and UPS are on Paris's list. Phil is going to be watching NVIDIA, AMD, Tesla, and General Motors. Brian Pezum, the man who trades live with us here every morning, is going to be watching AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, Mara, or Coin. He's going to try and take a look at one of these just to make sure he doesn't miss anything if crypto decides to move. Brendan will be watching AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, and CrowdStrike. And Andrew is here this morning. That makes us all happy. So we know he's going to be trading live with Brian this morning. And says he's not excited about anything. Maybe he needs a cup of that mushroom coffee, whatever concoction he takes to get him excited. But he's going to be watching Tesla, AMD, and NVIDIA, and Disney and Crowd as well. So he said he's got some naked puts on that at 240. So that gives him some incentive to watch Crowd and make sure he stays on top of what it's doing. So that's what all of our team are watching. You can see there's a lot of commonality, but also some different stuff on there. So maybe it gives you some idea of what you can watch yourself. And if you're a member of the chat room, well, we'll be calling things out all morning. So hopefully we'll all work together and help identify what's happening and what's moving. There is one potential IPO for this morning. PGHL is one that I'm watching to potentially open. I will let you know if and when it opens. and we'll see if it gives us a tradable opportunity. We have not had many IPOs open that have been tradable in the last 2 years. Really, it's been a while since we had some really good IPOs. So I don't have any expectation PGHL is going to break that trend. It's only a $7 million offering, so it's pretty small, but I'll let you know anyways. All right, that's what we got. We can now sort of get ourselves ready for the open with our live traders coming in. Carlos, how you feeling? You feeling like there's going to be some good opportunity, or you think it's going to be a quiet day for you?
I think it's gonna be good, man. Because when we have stocks like UPS, Disney, and CrowdStrike that are not our usual suspects moving, I like that. I like to see other players in here other than our usual normal stocks. So that just means you got more opportunities. So I like it. I like it. I think it's gonna be great.
All
I
right,
see Andrew's ready
sounds
to go.
good.
He's in the chat room. So we're going to be checking in with him and seeing how things are going for the live trading. Guys, if you haven't done so already, thumbs up over on YouTube. Really appreciate it. And we will be in chat as we move over to the live trading with Andrew, guys. Take care and trade safe.
I do want to say, as much as I want the likes and I appreciate them, give us a thumbs up. They're always good. Thank goodness we didn't hit 300, because if I had to go jump in the pool, I really don't want to spend the rest of the day in jail or with an angry neighbor yelling at me. So, but now the show's
You
my
got
part's
lucky.
done. Give all the likes
Yeah.
you want now. We're good. I feel that
Yeah.
I'm saved.
You can take
I'm
it to
not doing it.
600 now. It's okay.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Peter.
that. Later, everybody. Trade smart.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Peter's jumping in a pool.
Good morning, everybody. Peter lost his internet. You got to pay your bills, Peter. It's not a DBT that you can just talk yourself out. You got to pay your bills. How are you, Brian? See you looking sharp?
Good. Yeah, we're looking good here. It's another nice day.
To lose our money.
Yeah.
So what are you losing your money today on?
Yeah, we'll see what direction we take with the market this morning. It's kind of flat. Not a lot of action yet, but we'll wait and see what happens. It's funny, GM had some good numbers, but basically gapped up and now is sold off, and it's red now. So go figure.
That is not good for GM. CrowdStrike was really nice. First of all, I did a recap. We're going to post it today because we didn't get to edit it. But it bounced back down to the penny, 261.77. I love that yesterday. And even today, just bounced back from that area. So we sold some puts at 240. Here's what you see here. At 240, you can see my screen. I'm sharing my screen. I collected $3.50 at 240. I should have actually gone to like 250 probably. Would have been way more. So that was pretty good. I don't know if some people did. Anyone take that trade with me?
Yeah, I'm in that trade as well.
You did it, huh? That was awesome.
Yeah. Ether, the ETFs they're on today. Bitcoin's down quite a bit this morning.
Oh, before guys, I have some news for next week. Not next week. Next year, I actually think I got a TED license. So for the next year conference, we can actually have 1 day full TED presentations. So that was not easy to get, but I think I got it eventually. I haven't signed the contract yet, so that would be amazing. So you got to come next year, because I don't want to have a lame TED conference. You got to come. I need to ask for 250 people, so you got to come this year. Yes, it would be 1 day full TED presentations. We want to put the theme peak performance and mental resilience, like how to be always in your peak performance, not in trading, but in life. So if you want anyone as a speaker, now we have the TED license. So it's actually much easier to bring people, because now they accept the invitations. Like if you do BBT, nobody accepts. But now if you want anyone, you can email me. If you can think of anyone for a TED Talk, can do the recommendation and send the name and your suggestions to me directly, andrew@bearabletraders.com. And if you know them personally, you can do introduction. Also, let me know. Don't do the introduction yet. Just let me know. So in case if you want to reach out to them, maybe we ask you to reach out to them. So gonna be amazing, one day full. So the dates we haven't really figured it out yet. Last year we had it in April for summits. Maybe this year we do it around March, April, maybe later in the summer. Vancouver is getting really nice in the summer. Right now it's just beautiful out there. We gotta do that, but you gotta come, guys. Don't blow up your accounts until next year. Do not overtrade until next year. If you want to stop trading, do it next year after our summit, because I like that to be a very good friends.
I think we should get Scott Galloway, but I think he was just here for it.
No, these mega influencers, I don't think they're gonna come. No, like Scott, they gotta go in the lower a little bit. Like, I don't think those guys come. I mean, if they come, they probably need a lot of money.
Yeah. No, I'm sure he would ask for a lot.
Sorry, I just put some drops in my eyes. It's very dry. All right, so that's one thing. Another news is that, guys, we have now limited number, only 20 funded $50,000 trading accounts. So if anyone wants to have that $50,000 trading account with unlimited profit taking for 3 months, then we have actually launched it. So you can go into the website. I can actually put the link for you over there. So if you want that. You can have, we have only 20. We just have a small number. So if you want to sign up, so it comes with 1 year membership, or if you're already a lifetime member or you don't want that membership, there's also another option. So it comes with 3 months of simulator. And so it's only 20, guys. So if you want to, thanks for Dr. G for the, so there's only 20 seats for that. For 3 months, and you can start anytime that you want. You don't have to start it in a certain date. So you can register and you can sign up anytime that you want. It comes with 2 accounts, test and the funded account. So AJC means that in 3 months, if you turn that $50,000 to $100,000, then you take $50,000 profit out of it. You don't cap it at $10,000. No, not. You can do the options for the testing accounts, but it's not part of the profit taking on that options, because options are volatile. You can easily $50,000 can go to $100,000, or it can go to zero. Like the goal, the point of this account is not to make money and then take money from this account. It's the point is to help you for your practice process. Yeah, it's in the link, Carlos. If you can check it, yeah. Awesome.
All right. We've got just under 2 minutes to the open. Just remember, we've got a couple of companies reporting after the close. We've got Alphabet and Tesla.
So it's 50K total buying power. So it's not that you get margin on that. It's 50K total buying power, maximum loss of $12,000. Well, so what's this life going on?
Tesla's kind of selling off a little bit here into the open.
It's only for equities for now. Actually, futures is a good idea. We should add futures on that too. That's a really good idea, Arif. But for now, it's only for equities. It's for learning. If you want to become a trader, you got to learn the basics of trading here. And then you switch into it, because these are like alphabet of trading. They're reading the price action on the stocks. And then, of course, you can go into the options and you can go into the other things. But this is the basics. All right, so let's get focused on character. Let's get into character. Tesla is interesting because he has the earning tonight or this afternoon. The daily chart looks like it popped up above these resistances, like 257 could be something. Well, let's see what the volatility is.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Ding, ding, ding.
All right.
GM sinking, Tesla popping a little bit. AMD popping a little bit.
Tesla is popping up nicely. Tesla could be setting up for a 1 minute main range breakout, but let's see. It's not the super exciting time when anybody comes above the VWAP. Could be a good long above the VWAP with the stop loss below the VWAP. No, don't go too much. Don't go. All right, I'm gonna go long Tesla at 255. Add more. Oh, there you go. I add more if it comes. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that beauty. Come on. How many shares I took? Too many.
256.
Oh, there you go. That's what we want. 256. Do you think we can get there, Brian?
Yeah, it's a big order there.
I sold my house and bought so many Teslas. Like, that is not good. All right, so I'm partialing out. I'm all out of it. That was a good scalp. Let's see if oh, there you go. That dropped.
See what it does on the pullback here.
CrowdStrike. Let's see what CrowdStrike doing. CRWD.
Crowd dropped quite a bit. GM dropping. Wow, Tesla's really dropping here.
Good quick. All right, so CrowdStrike is going to go red. You shouldn't. That's not a good direction. Tesla is also super weak. Let's see if Tesla wants to go red too. I'm going to short Tesla. Let's see green to red. I'm short at 252. Let's see if it goes red. It looks like it's setting off. Market is also setting off. Should I chase it? But let's see if Tesla wants to go red. Tesla is super volatile. I'm adding a little bit more on Tesla here. Let's see if it wants to go red. Market is going down. I am short Tesla to the average 250, 215. Super volatile Tesla today. Look at that. Look at that 5 minute range. It's crazy. If it's to go down more or not, or if I'm getting it stopped out.
Just long some a bit of NVIDIA.
NVIDIA.
It's just, it looks like it's going to go red or green here. AMD's popping.
Yeah, NVIDIA is nice too. Yeah, NVIDIA is really nice. I'm actually getting into NVIDIA with you too. I'm long NVIDIA too. Shit, Tesla is going to squeeze me. I'm long NVIDIA at 123.40. I'm going to cover my probably Tesla here. I got to stop out on Tesla. I'm long NVIDIA, heavy size guys with you. That's a really good squeeze on it. Let's see if NVIDIA go red to green. Big ass up there. Let's add more on that. 123.37. Tesla, if it gets the VWAP, I might go long on Tesla too. That was a bad loss on Tesla. If NVIDIA is going to go.
Yeah. Should have shorted GM. GM was a really nice short.
Let's see if NVIDIA wants to go green. I'm adding more. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Each size and NVIDIA better go green, otherwise it's going to be a huge. Oh, there you go. Some partialing on NVIDIA, guys.
Partialing some. AMD's going green.
Yeah, if my mom knows how many NVIDIA shares I have, she would be very upset.
Here we go. Doodly doodly.
All right, so NVIDIA, let's see, it would be.
Oh, Amazon's ripping.
I'm going back short on Tesla too, guys. 250, 262. Let's see if this time wants to go. Although I don't know if this Tesla trade is a good idea, but 2 hours Tesla. Oh, NVIDIA, look at that.
Yeah, 124s, partial some there.
Yeah. What's the daily chart on Tesla look like on NVIDIA? Oh, yeah, we're going to break it like that, like a box. Oh, look at that. It is not 24, 124.
Nice.
What the hell was that?
Got some more out. I'll take it.
Wow, it's such a good call on NVIDIA, Brian. Finally, a good trade from you. So I'm going to get a stop out on this. No, not yet. It's on Tesla. I'm looking at it, but I'm going to probably get a stop out really bad on it because I'm short Tesla again too. I'm not a stop out yet on it, but I'll see what it does. NVIDIA, I might actually add more on NVIDIA here, guys. I'm adding more at 123. I need to make, the loss is back on Tesla. If Tesla wants to go red or not. NVIDIA is not doing well. Brian, you're quiet. I don't like that silence.
No, I'm just I'm sitting with. I'm still holding some NVIDIA because it rejected right where you would expect, right at yesterday's high. So we're still green on the day. Still have a quarter of my position left.
This fucking Tesla. I'm sorry for I'm getting out of this Tesla, guys. Yeah, I got out of this. It's a very bad loss on it. This Tesla don't want to go. I'm going to go long Tesla now. It looks like a squeeze. I'm long at 254.43. It might be over trading on Tesla, but I'm back long Tesla.
All right. Nice, Eamon. Way to go.
Guys, I had a bad loss on short on it, but market is popping. There's no news or anything, huh? Just popping up. So I'm long Tesla. I covered my shorts with a heavy loss, and I'm long at 254.40. It's a very big loss on that. But NVIDIA, I'm still long on NVIDIA as well. I might actually add more even on NVIDIA here, 124. Tesla's gonna. Oh yes. Let's see if the Tesla does break the high of the day. It's squeezing all the shorts.
I don't know what people are expecting from Tesla, but at the end of the day here, probably showing more losses. But I guess it's some of the other businesses that they'll be looking at. Just selling a little bit more NVIDIA here.
NVIDIA, yeah, I'm getting out more on NVIDIA. Shit, Tesla didn't go up.
24.30. Ooh, Mara.
What Tesla is doing. Tesla seems like a super volatile today, the day before earning, huh? I'm getting out of my Tesla positions. God, I don't want to get stopped out more on this. NVIDIA is the trade of the day. Better be an NVIDIA. Wow, NVIDIA, like amazing, Brian. That was very, very nice.
Yeah. Wow, Amazon is on fire.
I was hitting the scanner too. What is happening with Amazon? John's favorite stock.
So long Amazon for a move through 186 here.
All right, so I got out of Tesla, even though Tesla looks like it already wants to go in.
Here we go.
I'm long NVIDIA, heavy size. Still, like NVIDIA was a really great trade called by Brian. Getting out more. Tesla is such a...
Looking for 125 next.
Yeah, R3, we're going to get to R3 for sure.
AMD is breaking out too. Tesla's just a dog's breakfast.
It's a dog's breakfast, yeah. It is really, really bad. Now it's going to go red, I think. I think now this is the time for it to go red. Maybe, but I don't want to touch this piece of garbage anymore.
Disney. Why is Disney is down? Somebody fall off a ride or what?
Did anyone took NVIDIA with us? NVIDIA was amazing. I think it's going to go to R3.
124.77.
What do you think Tesla is going to do at their earnings?
I think I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up.
It goes up, huh?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't bet on it one way or another, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it go higher. Is it about the? It's about the strike. Oh, okay.
Leave it on NVIDIA here. The new average on NVIDIA is for me 123.89.
I guess it's not the happiest place on earth for some people.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're testing a gap here on Disney. Yeah, this $90 level, if I remember right, is
guys. I'm getting out of guys. I'm getting shit, what happened? Oh, I added more by mistake. I'm getting out of NVIDIA, guys. I added by mistake. I'm all out of NVIDIA. Yeah, I'm all out of NVIDIA. That was a really nice pop. Market is kind of flat. Qs are flat. Gap on NVIDIA.
They're really they're loving Amazon today.
Tesla today. This company. Really. That was not cool, Tesla. Let's go back in the short. Let's get back into short, that piece of garbage. Tesla. Let's see if this time wants to go red. I think a little bit more on Tesla. Let's see if we can go red this time. It's kind of revenge trading, but
just selling some in Amazon, some more Amazon 33.
Short Tesla, guys, at 250, 220. You live only once. Let's do it. It went red, huh? Just keep going down, keep going a little bit more, a little bit more. Cover another little bit more. These algos are today in Tesla. They're doing a good job taking my money. Yes, 251, yes. And now I start covering how many shares do I have? Not enough.
Yeah, Tesla went red.
Seeing now it looks like it's losing it. Next level would be at 249.50. Let's see if it goes there. I have maybe loss on it, but let's see if we can make some of it back. What the CrowdStrike? Wow, my popped up. Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're doing
That
okay.
level.
We're doing okay. We're safe at 240.
You sold at 242. Huh?
Yeah. Famous last words.
Still short on Tesla, guys. I might actually add a little bit more on it, even though today Tesla seems like a dog's breakfast. I'm adding a little bit more on short Tesla. How's YouTube guys doing? You didn't give me 400 likes, huh? No, it's okay. Jesus will forgive you. All right, so sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I don't know why I said that. Let's go short on Tesla on or no?
Still looking. I'm looking for 187 on Amazon. So let's see. Looks like it's going to go there.
If the Tesla can break down more today, oh yeah, it is. Go. You're really dragging bad today, Tesla. If it goes down, I think the next level is 249.50. But today is one of those days for Tesla that is just heavily traded. I have a good entry. So my entry on the Tesla is now 252.18. So it's pretty good. Can hold it a little bit.
I'm out of the rest of NVIDIA. Just doesn't seem like it wants to go. Get to 125. We're back down to the VWAP.
All right, let's see if Tesla can go to later down to 250 to 249.50. Where do I have these NVIDIA calls? When did I buy them? 125 NVIDIA calls for the end of this. Not bad. Now I have them. I might as well keep them.
Here we go. Here we go on Amazon, 187. We're going to get
Amazon.
there. Yep. There we go.
Nice.
So selling. And this Amazon is on fire.
Went to 200, huh? Yeah, it rejected 200. Oh, right around that.
GM just continues to leak. Just going to short that too. Damn.
Look, that was funny. Yeah, I don't know when did I buy this NVIDIA calls at 125. See, I have this. I have this NVIDIA calls at 125. I have 38 contracts. I don't know when did I buy that.
Should say on your in the order book somewhere.
Oh, NVIDIA is going up too. Actually, it might be a good long again. I'm gonna go back long NVIDIA 124.38. Kind of have those calls, but I might as well buy a little bit more. This Tesla, I don't know if it wants to go down further. Today is a tough day for Tesla. It was really, really tough. Add zeros. You made $900. Let's add some zero to your P&L. Add zeros.
Nice area. Got Amazon. When did you get in? You got in about the same time I did. Beauty.
Let's take NVIDIA to 125.
Oh, good day. Add zeros. Way to go. Nice one.
All right, guys. So I'm adding a little bit on NVIDIA. Let's see if we can. NVIDIA goes to 125. R3 is at 124.77. Tesla hopefully goes down. Tesla didn't break the high of the day, so I mean it should have squeezed when it squeezed for the high of the day. When it didn't, so I thought that okay, it gotta go down because he tried a few times to go higher. But it's a really tough day for trading Tesla. Tricky on NVIDIA. My entry is also not great. It bounced back a few times on VWAP. It's a little bit tricky. My entry is also not great. Let's see. What are we doing here? Tesla. Oh, Tesla is going up. Nice. Tesla covering some Tesla here, 249.59. NVIDIA long is tricky, but Tesla. Oh man, I can't believe I made losses back on Tesla, huh?
Yes. Are you still short Tesla?
Yeah, I am.
Nice.
Let's see what the it's 3248. That would be nice.
Q's got up to and rejected right at R3. Same with the SPY, R3 rejection.
Excellent. Yeah, this NVIDIA is a little tricky. Tesla, I'm going to cover more at S3, 248.34. NVIDIA, it's a little bit tricky. Got a bad entry on it.
I'm done with NVIDIA. I'm still holding a little bit Amazon here. We're back at high of day on Amazon. Should have played that with options. Would have been good too.
So Achil, the funded account, there's no profit target. So whatever you make at the end of the 3 months, you'll get it. If it's 200 or if it's 10,000 or it's 50,000. So there is no target. Like it's not that you have to meet something target. Let's see if Tesla can go to 248.32. I'm excited for the TED conference next year.
Yeah.
Peter is going to have a talk about the impact of whiskey on overtrading AMD. So Harry, you can get it and you can activate the funded account after you did your PCT. All right, so I'm start covering some more on Tesla here. I can't believe I made the losses back on Tesla. That is awesome. NVIDIA is tricky. I'm still long NVIDIA. Let's see if NVIDIA has do another run up on it. What's the market doing? It's pretty flat. So Hannah, what you can do is, you can get it, focus on it, and then after 1 month, because we can switch between the accounts, funded accounts and test accounts. So it's essentially a simulator. So you can actually have simulator and funded accounts, or you can just get the DAS first for 3 months and then switch into that. But overall, I don't think you can go wrong either way. The CrowdStrike, yeah, CrowdStrike is pretty nice. CRWD, I'm synthetically long on CRWD with Brian on these 240 calls. So puts that we sold. That was a good trade.
Yep.
Should have taken more. I had the buying power. I should have.
Going to 188 on Amazon now.
When is Amazon earning? This is reaping.
I know. I can't believe it. It's just on fire. There's 188.
So NVIDIA is popping up. That's the chance to get out of the NVIDIA.
Okay, I'm out of Amazon. That's it.
This is the universe getting a chance to get out of this NVIDIA. Maybe
ran out of shares.
I am partially some out. No, what am I doing? Yeah, partially out some because that's the only chance universe wants to give me this chance, or he wants to see am I still the same DJ. I'm getting out of the NVIDIA. That was my chance to get out of this trade. I actually came out profitable from the day. I like that.
What do you know?
Yeah, that was the chance the universe gave me to see if I'm still the same DJ or not. But I got out of it. Yeah, I'm actually good. Can't believe I dig myself out of that Tesla hole. What is he doing? Yeah.
SPY back at high of day.
All right, guys, I gotta take a quick break. I'm short Tesla. This is my P&L. You can see it. I can see my open P&L. So right now I have still 2,000 shares of Tesla short, but I dug myself out of this hole that I had in the morning. So I'm sitting at like $5,000 profit so far. So if I close the Tesla, it would be a good day. But there was a really bad loss on Tesla at the open. I'll take a quick break. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Make sure that you're staying here because I have some news for you.
All right. Well, how many people do we have coming to New Orleans on the 9th, 10th? We've got meetup happening there. We get to see Jared's going to be joining us. Maybe Mike, depending on if his moving situation. Man, oh man, Amazon, they're just going crazy on Amazon today. Look at how nice GM was, just this sell-off here, all these levels just getting filled, like a big heavy level here getting filled. GE, I didn't watch GE. what did NXPI do? Nothing. Really just choppy. Coin. Megan was watching Coin. I don't know if she's traded that or not. Man, GM is just getting destroyed. AMD going green again. GM has some orders at 46. Some orders are showing up close to the bid and ask. So maybe it's going to finally bounce here. All right, well, I had a good day. No positions for me right now. NVIDIA's rolling over. Ooh, AMD went, did a big nosedive there. Q's dropping. Tesla dropping. Wow, AMD's going to low of day right now, low of the pre-market too. This is exactly where we sold off to at the open. It's 154 area. GE, keep mentioning GE. Oh, GE had a nice move up. Kind of did a bit of a consolidation at first there. And a nice opening range breakout. Cava has had a pretty nice day. Seems to be holding this $80 level. Uh, I have a sort of a bigger watch list, and I just when I get a bit of time, I kind of look through it to see, look for swing trades. So Amazon's bouncing off the 9 EMA right now, which is predictable, or at least not unexpected. I can't have too many of these stocks up on Bookmap at a time. Otherwise, my computer starts to complain about using too much memory. Well, there's an order here, 180 back at 188. Here we go. I'm going to get that. It's kind of a double top here. Amazon kind of concerns me. It's got a top, a lower high, and now on this rebound, we made another lower high here. So, no. No, the laptop I have isn't bad. It's oh, here we go, 188. Big volume there. Look at the volume bar. What's interesting is we had a lot of volume go through here, but it really didn't move the price. So we'll see where it goes from here. See if we can move the price up. There's definitely a seller up here at 188, sort of 50 area, 188.40. Nvidia's come back. It's gone green again. Wow. AMD's popped back up. Still a buyer there. Looks like Amazon wants to break out. The Qs are right back at high of day here, pretty close.
everybody. Good morning. I'm back covering some of my Tesla here. That's good. How's YouTube doing? 360 people who don't want to pay $1 to join us. How are you doing, guys? What is NVIDIA doing? Piece of garbage dropped, huh? That is.
Yep. Well, it's really choppy, but I mean, the Qs and the SPY are, there's definitely buyers here. The Qs are right at yesterday's high. The SPY is actually broken out. It's not to love about that.
The people in YouTube that they don't want to join, they have money. It's a matter of principle. Like for me, like I don't pay $15 for Netflix. We share password with my friends and stuff. Like it's a matter of principles. You don't pay as much as you can. That's the thing. But yeah, you gotta come to Vancouver for next year, guys. I'm super excited for TED.
Said like, why buy a cow when you can milk your neighbors?
The trade FTW says, how much is for lifetime membership? Well, you come for 1 week for $1, then after 1 week we chat together about a lifetime membership. Show me your commitment. All right, so what are we doing here? So we still have short Tesla at S3.
Tesla's trying to hold on to S3. It's flattening out, consolidating. What are the markets doing?
It's a chaotic open on Tesla, honestly. I traded like a cowboy, but I think I did right. Like this squeeze was awesome for the break of high of the day. Like I don't blame myself too much about trading on Tesla today. It happened to be super choppy, but this squeeze was amazing. This squeeze at 937. That's typical. You go long because it's a shorter squeeze, and usually they break out the high of the day, but it's unlucky. I'm not seeing a screen. Okay, thanks, Samid, for sharing that.
Yeah, well, I think Amazon's definitely had a nice run up. It's
Oh, good. Tesla is keep going down, huh? I think Tesla is gonna disappoint people today in earnings. And I have no basis of saying this. I just made that up. ENA is hitting this kind of IWM is running again on. Damn it. SPY is slowly grinding up. Q's flat. IWM is still running on. That TNA, we sold the TNA too early, Brian, huh?
I know. Well, it had a nice run up, and now it had a pullback at the end of the last week, and now we're kind of running back up again. Amazon's still trying to hold the 9 EMA, but watch it. If it loses that, could come down to 187. That would be a 920 trade. 186.50 would be the VWAP. There's a bit of an order building at 187 as well. Still buyers there on Amazon. They didn't let it go below the 9 EMA. SPY looks ready to break out here.
Good, especially on indexes. We love breakouts. IWM is breaking out. That's good. Wow. Man, IWM, Jesus.
Lower interest rates. Everybody's excited.
Everybody's excited, man. Again, Doge coins started to the moon. Like, hell yeah. Financial easing. It's going to be fun. More time. Pumping in altcoins and stuff. Yeah, so if you want to get the $50,000 account, you need to be an elite member or a lifetime member. If you want, you can buy it with the 1-year membership, which is added to your current membership. Or if you don't want it, just go and directly get the upgrade. Sorry, that page is a little bit not great, but it serves a purpose. And honestly, that funded account, like, half of it goes to DAS. It comes with a journaling tool. We have a journaling actually tool, guys. We built a journaling tool in Trading Terminal. We launched it for PCT, and it's pretty good actually. Don't pay for other things. It's free. We're gonna give it free to whoever has this one, and of course the PCT traders.
Look at Crowd's up over 270 again. Our puts are looking good.
Oh, it's amazing! Yeah,
they're trading at 76 cents now.
I am up 40 grand on it.
Yeah, I'm not up quite that much, but
actually, I have to say it better way. Me, government, and my ex-wife together up 40 grand. And everybody gets their share. All together, we share it equally.
Still haven't shaken the ex-wife.
I'm also getting audited.
Yeah,
it's been 6 months that I'm being audited. This auditor, every time that he's asked for the documents and we send it to him, he's on vacation. Like, come on, how many vacations do you have? Like in government? Like he gave us a deadline, July 24th. You have to not 24, July 18th. You have to submit these documents. And then we submitted, and it says I'm away until August 26th. Like, why did you give that deadline if you're away?
Wow. Amazon Hive Day. Look at this thing rip. Should be in some calls here.
So Robert is asking a good question. The bigger account, depending on how big of an account we're talking. In this community, I think we have from a couple of hundred, dollars account all the way to millions of. I know some people that they have like big accounts. But you get, like, my account is 7 million. You get really good feels like that, depending on what you trade, like NVIDIA and Tesla and stuff. You get really good feels. Eventually, you're gonna reach out to a point that you need to diversify your money and stuff. But if you do look at it as a percentage, not as a P&L, I think you're good until a good amount of money on that. So see, day trading is good for these account size. A lot of people say, oh, if it's day trading, it really works. Why Warren Buffett doesn't do that? Because if he comes, he can't just do this AMD. He has to buy everything. those accounts that they have to be the bond market mostly, because that's one of the biggest markets, bond markets. This day trading is good for $500, which Ross Comer showed you can turn $500 to whatever, to few $1 million accounts. And that's it. That's the limitation of this day trading. The type of trading that we do, which is like retail trading, you're like a rock bottom type of traders, and then you get sophisticated when you go up. Like for example, my friend Carlos Zaratini, he has a volatility fund. So what they do is they sell puts on the SPY daily, and then they buy wicks. So with the premium that they collect, they buy wicks. So if the market drops, wicks spikes. So they kind of hedge themselves. So they constantly make money with that. But they're, it's more like an algo type of trading. So that's a really good way. You constantly sell puts on the SPY and then the daily, and then with the premium that you collect, part of it you as an insurance you buy wicks. Wicks is the volatility index. So if market drops, so your puts are getting hit, you lose money on them. The spike on the VIX, you make money out of that. Carlos Zaratini is the guy that we publish papers together. He lives in Switzerland. He's a rich Italian guy. All these rich Italians are living in Switzerland, northern Italy. They hide their money there. No, seriously, like Lugano is famous for all these rich Italians putting their money. Back in 2009, I think it was like a patriotic act that Obama was pushing it all around the world, that, hey, say whatever you have, only pay 6%, bring your money offshore, which was a good deal. Like a lot of people, they announced the money that they have, they only paid flat 6%, and then they brought all from offshore.
There you go.
So what are we doing? 7:22 here. You guys, and how many of YouTube left? So Tesla double bottom, yeah, look like it, but I don't want to trade Tesla at a reversal now. It doesn't seem like super extended. It looks like Tesla's gonna chop around everybody until the earning.
Seems like it. Qs are finally breaking out here.
Deciding to go up, huh? They made their mind.
Yeah, looks like it. I mean, Amazon's probably going to end up going to 190.
No, I haven't closed my short on shares of short on Tesla yet.
Tesla, what does it look like? It's kind of messy. Yeah, I don't know what Tesla is going to look like after the close. What are they? What are they pricing in for a move today? Let's take a look.
Musk is bringing a rally.
Tesla. It's trading at 248. Let's say 247.50. Looks like about a $12 move either way, so $24. So they're looking for about a 10% move.
Harbesh, I closed my TZA position. I shorted IWM essentially. Especially when you buy these leverage products on a short, you got to be very careful, because naturally these short positions are really going down. The market overall goes up. I covered it, but I didn't buy TNA. No, I think IWM reached to a point that it's probably trading not super extremes, goes up and down around this range, or maybe it becomes like a bull market, slowly goes up. That's why I don't want to buy TNA either, because these leverage products, when you hold it overnight, when it's choppy, they lose a little bit of a value for repositioning. So they're really good in the momentums, but not in. I don't think IWM might slowly go up to. It looks like IWM kind of settled down in this range. Yeah, might have slowly grinding up like a bull market, but I don't think it has much volatility. So Michael, no. So if you paid $9.99, you just get the funded account. If you want to also extend it, it would be the other account, the $14.99.
Tesla bounced back again. Just there seems to be a buyer here at around 248.
Yeah, with so no max calculation. Yeah, no cap on the account. I'll challenge you to make more. I think in Peak Capital when we had the same thing, I think Steve was the only person who actually went above $10,000. It's really hard in 3 months. You make it, $50,000 accounts to more than 60. It's hard because how much would that be? 25% in 3 months. That's possible actually. Yeah. Well, I challenge you to take it. You can. Good for you.
It's you just look at if you want to see what the move that they're pricing in on a earnings report. You just go to wherever it's trading near the money. Like it was trading around 248, just under. So I just looked at the 247 calls and puts, 247.50 calls and puts, and they were both trading around $12. So that tells you that the expected move around the current price is about $12.
TLT is at 93.
Still trying to break out here on the Qs.
So Chicago traded no. So what you do, you don't need to have any. You don't need to have any PCT or anything for that funded account. So the reason that we added this one is, well, we noticed that in Peak Capital, a lot of traders are coming just for this funded account. They don't really come for the mentorship part and really working with the traders. So we put this one here. If you don't want the mentorship, don't pay extra for the mentorship. Just get this one. I want people who come to Peak Capital, they're really committed to work with the captains and the team captains. So if you just want the funded account to test yourself and challenge yourself in your skills, go with this option. And I really want probably the lower number of the people in the Peak Capital, but we increase the quality of our mentorship to Peak Capital traders. But yeah, no, Chicago today, you don't need to have Peak Capital or anything. But this funded account, I want it for only elite members for now, because I don't want, first of all, a lot of people taking it. And only elite membership. And the pricing is really, I think, I think it's reasonable pricing, to be honest with you, because half of it goes to DAS. It's just this DAS is a very premium platform. I know that you can find garbage other platforms and stuff. I don't want to name it, but this is a premium. If you want to do it professionally, this is the way to do it. Like a lot of people, a lot of emails that from people that they said, we tried other platforms, including TWS for IB, but this is the Lamborghini. This is they said that one person was really funny. He was saying that when I switched my platform to DAS, it was like I was going with the plastic knife into the battle. Like now, this is the thing that you want to scalp and trade, and you got to pay for the price of it. Yes, Shahla. So you Yeah, you can do that. You can join now, and you can activate it anytime. Again, Thinkorswim is not good for scalping. For the type of trading that at least I do scalping, you gotta go with that. Thinkorswim, if you want to like buy, like maybe if you trade like Thor, maybe you can do it because he doesn't really scalp it the way that I do. It likes more swing mentality during the day. Omar, we'll fix it. That $10,000 max payout, we'll fix it. As soon as my developers come to work in half an hour, they fix it. In YouTube. Guys, laptop tomorrow on YouTube, guys. If you're still hearing, laptop tomorrow. But you got to give me 500 likes at least to do that. Don't be like that. So Batman, let me actually see if you are not actually, let me see if you can see that account. Let me see. Let me send it to YouTube as well. New Orleans meetup. I will just send the link for the New Orleans meetup in YouTube as well. Yeah, Thor is doing the mentorship in Peak Capital. A lot of actually our traders in the community are having this more swing mentality. Like I think Brian and I are the only people who are scalp for a very quick time. I think Brian has this strategies like 920 or Rising Devil, which is really quick trades. That's why we trade at the open. But most of the like John trades break of half the day. They're all waiting. Peter also scalps too, but Peter generally I think is an over trader in my opinion. Thanks, Shala, for that. No, this is what happened. I don't know what happened with me, but when I go to a high elevation, I come back, my lungs are, I don't know, maybe I got a condition or something that liquid builds up in my lung. After Denali, that happened. Even Grand Teton was up like 14,000 feet. When I went there, like coming down, I was coughing with the liquid. I think I got some sort of a condition.
That's weird.
So Cody, options and futures, you can have it on the test, but not on the funded account. The reason for that is I don't want people to do this funded account to make money out of it. I want you to take it, 1 or 2 times to test yourself, and then eventually open your own account. I don't want this to be like really like a source of income for you. Like if I give you options or penny stocks and stuff, I don't really help you in that front, because you can get one good trade on it and then take the cash out. It becomes like a casino. I don't want it to be a casino. I want it to be part of your learning process. I don't have this desire to be a casino, which is a good business model. You adjust your risk. Sometimes you get good traders and you have to pay them, and you bet on the losing people. I don't want that business model to be like that. Yet, maybe I'll do it one day, but I want it to be part of your learning process. And especially, I think this is good for the people who have very little accounts. They go with the, offshore brokers like CMEG and stuff. I think this is a good test of them, test of your skill before you're wiring money out of them. Membership upgrades for Peak Capital higher. I don't understand the question, Chicago Trader. Sahmid, where are you? Are you in India or Pakistan? Sahmid is really smart. Like I don't know what kind of guy he is. I like to meet him. He knows what I'm doing. Like sometimes, I trade something and then 2 minutes, Andrew, what are you doing? What happened to the NVIDIA? Like he's so into my trading. You're living in Arizona, huh? Yeah, he's so into me. Sometimes I do over trading on the side, and he knows that. Sorry, what, Brian?
Oh, he lives in Arizona.
Yeah, we should meet.
Yeah,
he's a smart guy. Sometimes, I go and Sam says, "What happened to your NVIDIA?" I say, "Oh shit, he got me. I'm still in there." I'm averaging down.
We should go. We should go to Arizona. Just have a little meet up there. Nothing.
Not now, but probably October,
No.
November is beautiful. Arizona,
Yeah.
Arizona, I love Arizona. Such beautiful.
We can crash Megan's house. I'll jump into her pool.
Megan doesn't live in Arizona.
Oh no, she lives in Palm Desert.
All right, 7:35. Are we still on YouTube?